Keith Thurman, damn if he do, damn if he don't. You know, we back. It's the Boxing Clinic commercial boy, CJ Goodfella. Don't forget, check the links in the description. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please do. We're going to be dropping some heat on All of them pretty soon. And, you know, a lot of people got mad at Keith Thurman. I fell back, wait to do this video. I'm building an archive for Wednesday, so it should be pretty nice and cushion if I'm not able to get to any videos tomorrow. So should be able to, you know, feed the streets or feed YouTube until, you know, I get off work tomorrow. But I always squeeze in videos at the job, so it shouldn't be no issue if some breaking news come down. If not, I just let it ride till I get home, and I might go live Wednesday. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of NBA and draft talk coming up, especially Wednesday and Thursday for the NFL draft. I'm a lover of the NFL and NBA. Not as much as the NFL due to all the shit that happened last year, but I still fuck with it. But Keith Thurman is damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know, he releases the belt. People say he should have been stripped, or he released the belt. He does, and then people say, oh, he's a coward, he's a bitch, he's this, he's that. At the end of the day, you can't have it both ways, man. If y'all guys want this dude to get rid of the belt, he got rid of the belt, bro. He relinquished the WBC belt. I think he's earned the right to keep the WBA till he get healthy. I've said that before in another video, and I've been saying he should be stripped. You know, I remember one guy saying, oh, I got to unsubscribe to you because you said Keith Thurman should be stripped if he doesn't fight by June. And that's exactly what the fuck just happened. You know, he didn't have no fight lined up for June. He got fucking stripped. You know, that's what it should have happened. Well, he vacated, you know. And just as, you know, Risa Suleiman Jr. said, Vili Klitschko and other champions have, you know, had injuries and stepped aside. And when they got healthy, they got a direct shot at the title. Even him holding the WBA and the WBC and the IBF and W on the WBO, not ranking alphabet champion, other sanctioned belt champions, he still gonna get a direct shot at his title when he's healthy, tuned up. He said a hand injury fucked with him in the arm and the elbow, whatever it is. I'll link the Boxing Scene article in the description so you know this trill. And he just said it was the right decision to make. You know, as long as I get the shot at my title when I'm ready and healthy, I should be good. He said he's going to be back in the summer. And I don't understand why people still jumping on the guy. He released the fucking belt, dog. You know, he going to come back, fuck the winner, Danny and Sean Porter up, get his belt back, and we could be back to talking the Earl Spence shit. The Earl Spence fight, it wasn't going to happen this year. We knew it. He said it wasn't going to happen. You know, he was honest, and I commend him for being honest. I like Keith Thurman, man, and I really, really do. I want to see him prosper and do well in this sport. But if his body is breaking down, the next shit he can do about it, man. I know it seems a little bit fishy and all this shit. He waited a couple months to have an elbow surgery. He been fighting once a year for the last 2 years, about to go on 3. I mean, it ain't too much shit we can say about it, man. He gave the belt up. He gonna come back, whoop Sean and Danny ass for the belt again if he healthy. And then we can get back talking Earl Spence. I think he done the right thing. This is what we was asking him to do. Is to let the belt go. He's still the interim or champion in waiting. You know, they're going to fight. Danny and Sean going to fight for the full belt. So that's a good fight we get out of that. We know Danny and Sean ain't looking still to fight Earl Spence after they win the belt. They're going to be talking about Keith Thurman still. And when Keith Thurman come back, whoop his ass, we're going to be back. Whoop whoever win this belt, we're going to be back to talking Keith Thurman to Earl Spence. This is a minor setback for a major comeback. And I think Keith gonna be all right, man. You can't. I mean, if he held the belt, you guys was gonna still talking shit and held it hostage. He dropped the belt, you still talking shit. Come on, man. Give the brother a break, man. Give him a break. He ain't healthy. He going through some shit. He trying to get his body back. Man, if you ain't gonna support him, don't bash the guy, man. He done the right thing. He gave the belt up. He gonna still be the champion in waiting. As other guys were, like Vili Klitschko when they was injured. And at the end of the day, I mean, y'all can be mad about the Earl Spence situation. It wasn't happening until 2019 anyway. And is Earl Spence the one that's hurting in this? Yeah. He going to continue to hurt. He got the curse of Paul Williams. I did that video a minute ago. He just got the curse of Paul Williams on him. You know, he going to have to sit back and wait. They holding his career back. Yeah, these injuries and these punk bitches like Danny Garcia and Sean Porter and what they doing to Earl Spence, yeah, now they deserve that moniker. And I got a lot of love and respect for both camps, but, you know, them freezing out Earl Spence, even when they get this title, let's say Keith Thurman not healthy, he get injured in the tune-up, they still not going to be trying to unify with Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? They still not. The only how these guys going to fight Earl Spence if, let's say, Sean Porter lose to Danny, you know, legit, and then Sean's going to start beating his chest calling for Earl Spence because that's the only opportunity he got right now, you know. And still then, he may not call for Earl Spence because it's a win-win situation for Sean Porter. All right, we already know, Danny whooped you. We know what Spence going to do, whoop you. Let me get one more payday before I have to move up and do something else. At least I get the payday, and if I beat Earl Spence, then I'm back in the driver's seat, and I can unify with Danny Garcia. I think if Danny loses, it's going to be basically for Danny. He's still not going to fight Spence. I think he's going to retire or try to move up and fight a Saddam Ali or kill Brooke Amir Khan, whoever hold the WBO title. So they both got plan Bs and Sean and Danny if they do lose. But like I said, I just don't think Keith Thurman deserves the criticism that he's getting from this. I mean, he not healthy. I mean, what else do you guys want him to do? He gave the belt up. He can come back when he's healthy, get a direct shot at the belt, and then we back talking Spence again. Spence and Thurman. It's just the nature of the beast. People talk about 147-pound welterweight division being a platinum standard for boxing, being a great division, but guess what? Ain't none of the top 4 or 5 guys fighting each other. Crawford ain't fighting them. Danny ain't fighting them. Earl ain't fighting them. Keith ain't fighting. Ain't none of them fighting each other. So you can't talk about this being an elite division if everybody not willing to mix it up. We got promotional issues and guys like Danny and Sean who scared to fight they umbrella partner Earl Spence, and they coming up with all these excuses. Then you got Earl Spence that's not willing to run down on them like this past weekend at the Barclays Centers and talk shit and force them to fight, because guess what? He's a champion. The champion, they don't chase motherfucking peasants and guys who don't have belts. So I think as soon as Danny and Sean get a belt, whoever wins that belt, I think Earl Spence will be more proactive in running down on them and pulling up and telling them to fight. But at the end of the day, he can't force them to fight, and Keith Thurman can't do nothing either while he ain't healthy. So like I said, I'm not disappointed at Keith Thurman. I'm happy that the brother did the right thing. He can come back and win his green and gold belt. He will if he healthy. He gonna fuck over Sean and Danny. They could tag team versus Keith Thurman. If he healthy, he gonna beat the fuck out of both of them. And I stand by that. The Earl Spence thing, I think that's still close to a 50-50 fight. I might favor Earl a little bit, but if Keith get back active and get healthy and get his body together, that's a good fight. Keith can punch. He's explosive. He got good movement. He a fast switchy athlete. And Earl can fight. That's the fight that we want to see. And then we want to eventually see, Terrence Crawford versus one of them. And that's when you could say the welterweight division is pissing gold out and shitting out gold bricks and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when we could say it's back in the driver's seat. But for now, it's not a glamour division right now. You got glamorous fighters and elite fighters and popular fighters all doing everything but fighting each other. So, we can sit back, chill, and wait for it to materialize. But I think a lot of these guys going to grow out this weight class before we get an opportunity to see the fights that we want to see. And that's just my prediction on that. But shout out to Keith Thurman for doing the right thing. We gone.